Hi, I'm Peter Sidwell, and today's recipe is the most amazing, I love this recipe, enchiladas with a spicy veggie filling that's kind of smoky, it's sweet, it's got a bit of chili in there, it's got some lovely melted cheese, some coriander. Oh, they are amazing whether you eat meat or not, it doesn't matter. First of all, get a nice big shallow pan. I'm using my cast aluminium shallow cooking pan here, so I can get lots of surface area. It's non-stick, works on induction. It's brilliant for this job. So a little drizzle of oil into there and some salt and pepper. Now I'm going to add a couple of red onions, sliced up nice and thin, straight into the pan. So for me to make this really substantial and delicious so everybody enjoys it, I'm going to try and make it a little bit more meaty than it might be, but without meat at all. So if you are cooking this for people who tend to sort of sway towards meat all the time, this is the recipe for you, okay? So we're going to use aubergines and mushrooms, but the important thing is to cook these right. So we draw out all the moisture and we end up with that kind of lovely texture. Because I think sometimes with vegetarian food, it's texture that people kind of miss. So we're going to sort of replicate that. Take your aubergine, cut the top and the bottom off so it's nice and easy. And then just take your time cutting really thin slivers. Very thin slices, then lay them flat and then chop them into really fine matchsticks. This means there's loads of surface area so we can get all the moisture out when you add them into the pan. Then take our mushrooms and slice those nice and thin. So again, there's lots of surface area, lots of opportunity to get all the water out. In with the mushrooms, and there we go. So cook that down for about 15 to 20 minutes. Really take your time to get the moisture out. What will happen is the vegetables will release the water and then you have to continue to cook to evaporate the water. So all you're left with is a nice texture. So once you get to that point, add in 2 teaspoons of cumin, ground cumin, okay? And then 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, in they go as well. I'm going to continue to cook that out now for another 5 more minutes, gets all the spices going. I'm going to take a tin of chopped tomatoes and I'm going to pour them through a sieve. Give it a couple of minutes, get rid of the excess liquid, and then all you're left with is the pulp from the tomatoes. So in they go as well. So the way to make these enchiladas is take a 10-inch tortilla wrap, couple of tablespoons of your veggie filling. I'm going to top each one of them with a little bit of salsa and then a little bit of grated cheese. Now I like to use mozzarella or Monterey Jack, okay, because it's nice and stringy and lovely, but do you know what, if you've only got cheddar, use cheddar, it doesn't matter. A sprinkle of coriander, a squeeze of lime juice. Now what matters is the fold to make sure we encase all our lovely filling inside the tortilla wrap without anything leaking, okay? So take one of your tortilla wraps and fold from the left over the filling, then from the right over the filling, and then from the top over the filling, and then from the bottom over. So we're basically creating a kind of envelope shape and it's incorporating everything in there. The key to storing these for like, I don't know, half an hour, is turning them over onto the folded side on your chopping board or your tray until you're ready to cook them. The weight of the filling will hold them all shut, otherwise they'll unfold. Take a non-stick frying pan, not any oil. This is just dry toasting, okay? All you need to do is the folded side into a preheated pan, medium heat, and toast them on each side for 3 to 4 minutes until they're lovely and golden and crisp. Pop them onto a baking tray, and then you can either just pop them into the oven for 10 to 15 minutes, 180 degrees until they're all nice and bubbling. Or if you want to, you can take another tablespoon of salsa, put that on top of each enchilada, a little sprinkling of cheese, pop it into the oven. You can have this lovely kind of bubblingly hot salsa with crispy cheese on the top. It's amazing. I would do that. And there you go. Now, these enchiladas are absolutely delicious, but remember they will be boiling hot in the middle. So I like to serve mine with a squeeze of lime juice, maybe some guacamole, some more salsa, some sour cream, lovely big salad. They are amazingly easy to make, and they are so delicious. Whether you eat meat or not, you won't miss it on this dish. So if you want the recipe, go to kitchencraft.co.uk and you will find it there.